Yeah, what's going on, all my fellow villagers? We're in the building. It's another episode of the Backstage Business presented to you by the Executive View. I am your host, the villain himself. Listen, the ring is fully set up. We got the crowds about to enter into the arena, about to rush the gates. Probably go to your local, your nearest booth to go to the shop to buy your Danhausen shirt. Buy an extra large for Corey. Get an extra large Danhausen shirt for Corey, and then I'll head it inside. But like I always say, support your local villain wherever they may be. I don't do this by myself. I got a slew of brothers and sister from another mister in the building with me. I gotta start with the queen herself, Miss Stacey, drinking the Kool-Aid housing. How are you doing today, Stacey?
What's up, fam? I'm feeling very, very good, very evil today. Excited to be here.
I love it. I love it. Very, very evil. Very, very evil.
Very, very
And then I
nice,
got the
very evil.
man behind the boards on the ones and twos, Mr. Aaron Serious Housen Simmons himself. Serious Housen! How are you doing?
Oh, I'm back like cook cracking this. I was going to be back in the building. What's going on? How we doing today?
We're doing good. We're doing fine. We're doing lovely. We're doing very evil. And then Mr. I told you so. He's always right. He's never wrong, but he's always Mr. Corey Controversial Housen. Corey, how you doing, brother?
I'm tired of y'all already. hey, enjoy that hat too, man, because we changing that up in about a month.
Yeah.
It's not about that.
I was just thinking that. I was like, that's a nice hat. We're not going to see that next month, are we?
Nah.
Oh,
we
we're
seen
not.
it.
We're not.
We seen it.
Oh.
Draft
You
Oh.
don't see it. Just not draft week.
Oh.
Just not draft week. I honor my best. Just not draft week.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm glad everybody's here. So I mean, listen, it was a great week. Not just in the WWE realm, across other promotions. AEW had a good week, and they had Houston, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. So let's start there. Really quickly, I'll go around the room really fast. Ricochet made some unflattering comments in his socials, saying he's glad a fan had MS. Not a good look. Um, and his wife, Samantha, the Bomb, former ring announcer for WWE, who is the Bomb, had to basically deactivate her socials because she was catching strays from her husband. So, serious. I'll start with you really quickly. Does Ricochet have a job after this week?
He will, but he shouldn't. He will, but he shouldn't. I give no leeway. There is not a leash long enough or a leash short enough for anybody to take the particular stance that he took. You have a right to feel how you want to feel, worship how you want to worship, or how you want to vote. All these things, what you do not have the right to do is disrespect somebody else. And unfortunately, Ricochet, this is the first time Ricochet has came out of his neck sideways. This is just the first time that he and those in his circle are catching it. You know what I'm saying? Samantha ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She out there living her life, posting pictures on all the socials, trying to make music, doing her thing. And yet she's the one that has to deactivate her social media because her husband decided to pop out the side of his neck. You feel me? Like Ricochet's social media is still up. You know what I'm saying? He's still on AEW's roster right now. He still has the ability to make a living and do what he needs to do. Samantha doesn't. This goes to show. You know, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox yet, but this goes to show you have to be very, very careful who you associate with, who you allow in your boat, because one F up can mess up the whole entire song and dance for everybody you're connected to.
Mm-hmm. Stacey, I mean, what do you think about Ricochet right now?
I mean, I couldn't agree more. I think it's ridiculous. I think that here's the reality that you have to understand when you have a platform that is this big and this vast, that you can say whatever you want to say, but that doesn't mean you don't get consequences. That's the way this works, right? Unfortunately, I also think that two wrongs don't make a right. Like I just saw before we got on socials that somebody posted a series of the actual death threats that Samantha was getting.
Yeah, I
So
saw some of
Ricochet
those.
was wrong. And also in the same space, the people that are saying she deserves to die, saying all those things, they are also wrong. So if
Yeah,
we're going to
please-
say that
please do that.
Ricochet is wrong, the people that are absolutely unhinged and saying that, you know, she deserves to die, et cetera, that is also wrong. And I think that that's just, I mean, he already issued his apology. He needs to issue an apology to his wife also, because she's taking the heat that he is not taking, and that's just awful.
No, I couldn't agree more. And I feel like, you know, she's catching the strays. I mean, the IWC is very vocal on a lot of things. You know, some you know are productive and some aren't. And this one is not productive in the sense that she has to get death threats. Now, should they be outraged what he said? Absolutely. But
Well,
you know, to take it to the next level is just not cool. Good.
and all the fans said her name was Sandy. All she said was, he still can't act. That's what she said in the tweet back. She just said, well, he still can't act. And his reply was, glad you got MS. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like you're taking that, you know, criticism that personally. Get off the socials, dude.
Yeah.
Like at the end of
You're
the
in
day.
the wrong business if you can't handle the heat you got.
Exactly. Corey, what do you got for me, bro?
He probably should have said he was hacked like everybody else does. Really though, and it's not fair. He's not big enough to make that comment. Like
Yeah.
he's not big enough. So I don't think he'll have a job. I think they're gonna let him go. It might not be forever, might be a couple months, but they're gonna let him go for a little bit because he's not. If MJF made that comment, they would have excused it.
Well, they would have worked around
it. Yeah, work around it. Okay, better choice of words. But he probably won't have a job. But y'all got to leave his wife alone. That woman ain't had nothing to do with it. She ain't said she shouldn't catch strays because she's married to the man. Like, if she didn't do nothing, leave the woman alone, let her live. She's trying to make, like seriously, she's just trying to make music. She's not even in the business.
Nope.
No, she's not.
Leave her alone. Your partner don't control what you say. I mean, we all married. I don't control what my wife says. She don't control what I say.
My husband wish he did.
Exactly, but we don't. So leave her alone. If you want to make threats, which is wrong, you shouldn't be doing that anyway because you're being a keyboard warrior. You're not about that. You're not gonna do nothing. But make him to the man that said it, not his wife.
Right.
If you got something to say it to him. That's how I feel about it.
No, I totally agree, and I feel like, you know, it's not fair to her. But listen, the strays should be coming because there should be a lot of bullets coming his way, and you know what I mean. Like I feel unfortunate that it has to be her, but like you don't say anything like this. I mean, like, you know, I'm always about Godfather rules: no women, no children. But like, dude, this one is out of bounds. There's no walking this back. You would probably we can always say you were told to apologize type deal and call it a day. So. You know, I think whatever consequence happens, he's got to own it. He's got to live with it, and that's going to be on him. So, that's all I'll say about that. With that, I mean, but other than that, AEW did have a strong week to start off at Revolution. Ronda Rousey made a appearance. I don't know if it's a debut. I don't know if it's a full-time thing, but she showed up. She called out Toni Storm, and then mysteriously tonight on Dynamite, Toni Storm was attacked. Right. Could it be Ronda Rousey? We'll see. Who knows? But I'll start backwards. Corey, Ronda Rousey made an appearance in AEW. I put out a video on our socials. Stacey was kind enough to make sure that got put out there. My opinion on Ronda Rousey. If you did see our video, I'm not feeling it, but I'd love to get your input.
I don't have input. Who gives a damn? She don't care about us. We don't care about her. Go home. You're there. I don't think she's gonna do it full time. I don't think she's there because she got a fight coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey don't give a damn about the wrestling business, and as a fan, I don't give a damn about Ronda Rousey when it comes to the wrestling business.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel, Corey. I couldn't have said it any more eloquently than he. I was trying to be censored on my video because I really wanted to go hard. I mean, what I said in private to us is how I felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously, how did you feel about Ronda Rousey making her appearance?
Honestly, it was kind of twofold. I stitched your video and had a rebuttal to it.
Yep.
And my point was this: let's say she is back full time. This was par for the course. This happens all the damn time. Like it doesn't matter who leaves and goes and wrestles and does this, that, and the third. They try to drag their former boss, their ex-girlfriend, their whatever on the way down. And the thing is, no disrespect to AEW or any other publication, the WWE is the big league. So, they eventually work themselves back. And once they do that, all seems to be forgiven. Like I can go right now and pull up what CM Punk said. I can pull it up.
Absolutely.
And
everything.
But yet he's the champion. He's celebrated and
Well, if you ask Roman, that's above his pay.
Well, again, I mean that's why this whole Roman CM Punk, and we'll get to that, I'm sure, here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
The CM Punk and Seth and Punk thing has so many layers into it and such strong legs to stand on, because what CM Punk did, searchable. You can Google it, you can see it, and now he's back, and as a champion. That's the same play that Ronda Rousey ran. Other stars that left and went other places. That's what they do. So
it's not the same.
Well, again, maybe not the total same, but here's the thing: Ronda Rousey says some real things, and again, I'm trying to behave myself today. Said some real things about the WWE when she left. You feel me? CM Punk said some things.
But Punk was fired. Punk was fired on his wedding day. Ronda Rousey left and crapped on the locker room. She didn't just crap on the bosses. She crapped on the talent. There's no coming back from that. She crapped on the business.
CM Punk
never.
Again, but that's my point. It doesn't matter the type of crap. It's all crap. You feel me? And so you can say the talent sucks. You can say my boss sucks. You can say the referees suck. The catering is trash. Whatever the case may be, you are still dropping plunkies on your way out. You know what I'm saying? And then in CM Punk's case, he decided to walk it back. And now, yay, Punk's back. Ooh, best in the world, this, that, and the third. So we're sitting here having this conversation on March the 18th. If a year from now we hear that joint hit in a Royal Rumble, are we happy now because Ronda Rousey's back?
No.
Hell
no.
Not even close.
But look though, one thing I have noticed about Ronda Rousey, and she used to get off on being the baddest woman in the world and all that, and for a time she was. Ronda Rousey wants to be liked. The crowd did not like her. Ronda does not have thick enough skin to deal with that. She'll fold. She's not going to stick around. She'll fold.
Nope, that's right.
Go ahead. Go for it, Stacey. Go ahead, get it.
I mean, this is the MO for her. She's not just nasty about WWE. If you watch things that she says, she's nasty about everything in her life. She's just a bitter, sad woman that can't make it anywhere she is. And that's the problem, is that I think Corey's right. She wants to be liked. But the reality is she's not a nice person.
Yep.
You never see things where she's praising or honoring or talking nice about other people. You just don't. And she's made her living off her social media living off of being nasty and disrespectful to other people. She just put something out last week about another fighter that caught a stray about the girl in her OnlyFans, because she can't say anything nice because she is not a nice individual. And I think Corey's right. She's just she's sad. And I guess, and I don't want to say feel bad for her because you make your bed and you lie in it. But the reality is, if you were a better person, maybe people would care where you are.
That part.
Yeah.
And I hope Gina handles her butt, but I'm not going to watch it. Not because of Gina, but because of Ronda. I'm not giving it my energy. I'm not giving it my money and my time. But I will be happy when Gina hands it to her at the end.
I hope she does. I mean,
Gina
hasn't fought longer. Gina's been out of the game longer than she has. But my thing is too, okay, You did everything you could to trash the wrestling business, how they make decisions. You trashed Alexa Bliss. Why? Because you didn't like that you had to do a program with her because she had merch sales. To your point, or her point, she said, "Oh, why? Because she has the highest merch sales. Like, what? She's beneath you. She's been in this business. You haven't. Like, what? What are you talking about?" And then she listen. I know you guys watched the video just like I did. She ain't get cheered. She got booed, and she got like pretty much a mixed reaction. They tried to play it off as a mixed reaction, but if you watch the actual videos of people there was no reaction. They could care less, just like Corey could care less that she was there. So what did she do on her way out? She gave everybody the finger. Because that's what she is. That's exactly who she is. So
yes, that's who she is.
And I'm like, you know what? Whatever, dude. Like I wasn't moved by it. I'm like, oh no, oh my god, you got the fanboy, podcasters and the fanboy like live streamers that, oh my god, there's Ronda Rousey. Like, I'm like, really? So it is what the fact that I'm talking about in this show is about as much as energy I'm going to give it. You know what I mean? At this point, so if anybody else has anything to say, we can move right along. I know Corey's got a lot to say. But I want to be fair. Like, we do WWE here, but if AEW is making waves, I want to talk about them too. I'll give them a little love. But
only thing in that company get love from me is MJF.
Yeah, and I like Will Ospreay too. He's pretty good. So he came back, and that headline got very. He had pretty bad neck surgery and got all that stuff done and came back, which is good for him. I'm happy for him. And there's some really good talent in that company too. So maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more. I know Steve. Coach loves to talk about it. He watches it religiously. I just kind of catch it here and there. So it is what it is. Anywho's. Speaking of what we missed or what we talked about, the Mr. I Told You So should be hosting this show. You should be hosting the show tonight because it's all about you.
I don't need to host. Serious, no. I should have put Mr. I'm always right. Because
you can host draft week.
Yeah, exactly.
I got COVID.
Exactly. Yeah, listen, we got a really good Friday night SmackDown. In my opinion, it was pretty solid. Jacob Fatu versus Trick Willie was a good surprise. That was a good match. We had some really solid matches. We had, I think it was Kiana versus Tiffany. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was actually a pretty good match. Yep. Those two worked pretty well together. We had a lot of good stuff, but the highlight of the night was obviously the heel turn heard around the world-ish for the third straight year.
The what?
What's that?
The what? What happened?
The heel turn heard around the world.
The one that the gracious host of this show said wasn't going to happen just a week ago.
I didn't say it wasn't going to happen. I said I didn't want to.
They're not going to do it, Corey. They don't need it. It's going to be face and face. Everybody don't have to.
Yeah, I didn't feel like they needed it, but it happened, and I liked how they
needed it. They needed it.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. So, Randy Orton turned heel, viciously attacked Cody Rhodes. The third straight year, Cody Rhodes has been left in a bloody heap. It was a nasty attack. Chair shot to the head that you never really get, which really wasn't a chair shot to the head, but it really told the story. Randy Orton is officially heel, and then on Monday Night Raw was on the phone. Somebody talking on the phone. Who was he on the phone with? So you got go ahead, get it. Let's go. I don't even want to point. I don't want any. Just get in where you fit in. Go ahead.
Hey, well, first of all, I don't want to go first on this subject, but I do want to ask Sirius a question. Real quick, completely off of this match. Who's Drew facing at WrestleMania? That boy was right again. Go ahead, y'all take it. Y'all take it.
Nah, listen.
Who is Drew facing at WrestleMania? Drew McIntyre quit. He quit. He quit. Remember, he
came back and quit.
Yeah,
and came back.
Until he came back.
He took his ball and went home.
Took his ball and went home. They came right back.
honestly, dude, man, looking at how that whole segment went, I really felt, the latter part of last year that, a Randy turn, to borrow Stacey's terminology, was imminent. Um, I thought especially if they were going to continue to put him in a situation where he was eyeing Cody's championship and wanting to get back in the championship picture and doing all the things that we saw him do, that if he indeed won the chamber and happened to be facing Cody, which was still up in the air until a couple weeks ago, that Randy was turning. It had to happen. And so I'm here for it. I hope he stays this way. This is the Randy Orton that a lot of us has grown up to know and love. I had a conversation with my son the other day about it, and he didn't understand why Daddy was happy that Randy Orton turned. And I was like, bro, I got to turn Randy Orton. I got AJ Lee back, and it looks like Roman is getting his band back together. It's gonna be a great day around the WWE. And so I'm here for it. I'm here for it, man. I love the segment. I think I have an idea who he was talking to on Monday. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But this is the Randy Orton that we all grown up to know and love. If he's going out, let's go with a bang.
Stacey.
Hold on, no.
Okay.
Corey looks like he shed a tear over here. You need to let that man cook.
So I got villain already, and I get to do something tonight that I never get to do on this show. Stacey is another one that I need to get on. Randy is older. He's headed out. He likes being a face. He's never gonna turn. Look at how happy Randy is.
Yeah. Look. I hope that this is what he wanted, because I mean, we know he's a year or two out max. And if this is what he wants, then it's exciting. Like, it was a great heel turn. I'm mad it wasn't Cody. I will wait for that to happen, and I will relish the day when that happens.
It's not happening.
It was great. It was a whole great segment. It really was. It was a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I hated him. I mean, y'all know it took me easily 6 months to get past him being a face, because it just had a hard time. So it's easy to go back to hating him. It's fine.
I do want to say I don't, and it's gonna sound like I'm stealing it, because I listen to Hall of Famers. So I got this from Bubba Ray, and I think he was right. I don't think it was a heel turn. I think it was just Randy being Randy.
Yeah,
not a heel turn.
I can buy that.
Yeah, he was just being Randy. He even told
I don't agree with that. I can't agree with that, because
the thing is, I can buy that, but it was such a visceral attack, and then the follow up on Raw.
Whose fault was it?
What do you mean?
They were signing a contract, bro. Like,
hold on. Go back and listen to.
Totally baiting him.
No, not even that. Go back and listen to what Randy said. It was not supposed to be you.
Yep, it was supposed to be Drew.
It was supposed to be Drew. Cody got beat up for the third year in a row because of Cody.
Yep.
Yeah, but well,
because he ain't supposed to be here.
No, wait. Hold on.
Was it Cody that decided to turn on and stick up for the people 2 years ago? Was it Cody that decided to get beat up outside the bus by The Rock? You can't.
Oh, that was so good.
Hold on. Was it? Did you just ask me? Was it? Hold on.
Did you? Wait.
That was KO. KO beating up Cody was Cody's fault too.
Remind y'all that KO said we don't know the real Cody, and that's why he had to do it, because it will come out that he knows the truth. Period.
Yep. But you said was it Cody's fault that the fans turned
that The Rock beat him up outside?
Hold on. Before you said that though, you said, was it his fault 2 years ago that he stood up for the people that were crying? The people wasn't crying until Cody acted like somebody ran over his dog.
What are you talking about, B?
No,
when The Rock came out there and said and took Cody's spot, everybody cheered. You know when everybody stopped cheering? after they saw Cody do that fine Cody bullshit. And
No,
that's not.
Stop it. Y'all having revisionist history.
The internet wrestling community went crazy. The
Cody
internet
won
wrestling
the Royal
community.
Rumble, did he not?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna end this right now. Because you just brought up the internet. I've listened to you at least 20 times since I started on this show. Say they not worried about what's said on the internet. They worried about what's said in the building. You told me that,
the fans, dude.
But you told me the company. You told me the company only worries about what's in the building, not what's on the internet. You taught me that.
No, I didn't say. What are you talking about? I didn't say that.
Every time something happens and we always bring up what's happening on the internet, you always say they're not listening to the internet fans. They care about
no. That's not.
Stacey, back me up. Stacey, back me up. He said that.
No,
right?
Stacey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen,
because I don't say the internet wrestling community. I say the dirt sheets. They don't give a fuck about the dirt.
You said the internet fans.
All right. Yep. You know what? You're right. Absolutely right. Anyway. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that you're saying it's Cody's fault. Was it Cody's fault? Is it Cody's fault that he got a championship match and won the match?
Yes, which is why Sirius was mad.
How was it his fault that Drew McIntyre went out of his way to screw him every chance he gets so he wouldn't get his title back?
Did he?
How was that Cody's fault?
Because
no.
Why would you agree? It's Cody's fault because he knew Drew was going to screw him. So why would you ever agree to a stipulation where you're not going to get a rematch?
What is the okay?
Okay, all right. Now we're
serious.
You've been wrong.
Serious, you've been wrong all 2026. Lead us to the right.
Now you're wrong. Corey, you're wrong on this one. Corey.
I ain't been wrong yet.
Yes, you are. You're wrong right now. You were wrong about my comment about the dirt sheets. You're wrong about that one too. How did Cody know that Drew McIntyre was going to enter the cage in elimination chamber and screw him out of that match? How did he know that?
Ain't that his history? Ain't that his history? Ain't that his history, villain? Don't turn.
Let me get
I'm right again.
Let me get this straight. You are sitting here trying to tell me and the people that it is Cody Rhodes' fault for competing for a championship, for being in an event that had championship stipulation in it, and you're trying to tell me because he won the opportunity to compete and he was in the elimination chamber, that is Drew McIntyre's fault. I mean, that is Cody Rhodes' fault that he was in it, and Drew McIntyre is absolved.
What I am telling you is to Randy Orton, it is Cody's fault. He is not supposed to be here.
Yes.
You're trying to take his spotlight
it's not
again.
Cody's fault. It's not. That's not what.
That's
Randy
what you think.
That's what you think, dude. Like Randy Orton didn't say it's your fault that you're in this match. Cody, he just said it's not supposed to be you. It's supposed to be. He was gonna beat somebody's ass on Friday at a contract signing. It just happened to be Cody.
And by you being there, you put yourself in.
Yes.
Stop.
Corey is right.
No, he's not saying. Right. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. He's not saying, Cody, it's your fault that you're in this match. He's just saying it's not supposed to be you. It's not saying he's not saying it's your fault you're here.
Somebody's second hands on Friday. It was either going to be Drew, it was going to be Cody, it was going to be Jacob Fatu. Hell, if Nick Aldis came down there, he was catching hands.
That's right. Caught hands. Nick Aldis did catch hands. Everybody. Jelly Jam got it. Jelly Jam got hands.
I show up to One Life, and I'm pissed off, and somebody's going to get these hands. And you the first person to jump in my face, and I look you in the face, and I say, it wasn't supposed to be you. Who fault is it? Who fault is it?
No, my man, you're trying to say like he's trying to say it's somebody's fault. He's trying to say, Cody, this is your fault. I gotta beat your ass. That's not what he said. He just said it wasn't supposed to be you. It was supposed to be Drew.
Okay, can y'all two do me a favor?
It's your fault. Did he come out? Wait. Did he come out on Monday and say it's your fault? You got your ass kicked? No, he did not say that. You said that. You're trying to imply that.
Okay, do me a favor. I want this on tape. When Friday night happens, and Randy Orton makes it clear that this happened because of you, I need an apology on the show next weekend.
Fine. Record it. We're at the 30 minute and about 40 second mark. That we could replay that. So make sure you have that clip, and then we can do a clip. And we'll put it all together.
Randy will make a statement. Okay.
If he does not, I need you front row center with the Mr. I told you so Hausen saying that we were right. I need that on your
joint. Perfect. But either way, I think it's a permanent heel turn for a while because of the sequence that happened during the beatdown, and then afterwards when you're talking about on Monday Night Raw when he's on the phone and he totally cut off Michael Cole and just kind of went on his spiel and said there's more than one royal family. So, Stacey, who was on the phone?
Oh, I mean that's your clue right there. He said, it's not, you're not the only first family, right? You're not the only one, right? He's Orton's legacy is deep, and he's connected to deep legacy.
He's the third generation,
right? Yeah. I've heard a couple great theories. I mean, I know Wrestling with Honey was talking about. I can't remember what she said, but she put a couple great videos out today about it. I mean, it could be
Arn Anderson in there.
Arn Anderson, yep. Could be Ric Flair, could be Charlotte Flair. I mean, there are so many different people that he could be calling right now. But I think that's the key indicator. And I'm gonna say this to you, and y'all, I'm glad y'all calmed down because I just sat back and let y'all lose your mind. I agree. I agree with Corey. I mean, because Randy was pretty straightforward by saying it wasn't supposed to be you. Guess what? Sucks for you.
He said it wasn't supposed to be you. He didn't say it's your fault. You're gonna get your ass kicked. Come
you can
on,
interpret
guys.
It's your fault.
You guys are just stop listening to Bully Ray. Stop.
I don't listen to Bully Ray.
Hold up. I didn't get that part from Bully. Only part I got from Bully was that it doesn't feel like a real heel turn. That's the only part I got.
I think it's a real heel.
Him blaming Cody is me.
Okay, great. So I totally disagree with you. Anyway, Stacey, who's on the phone?
I mean, I think it's got to be connected to Flair. I think that'd be a great because he's been saying probably for the last month and a half that he wants to come back and do something. He's been saying his time in the ring is not finished. So what better time to bring him back to do something, an appearance somehow? I could see him showing up at Mania.
Oh God,
yeah.
I could see him showing up at Mania.
I hope he shows up. I just in general, I miss him. I really feel like he needs to just be around the business, and he would be such a he doesn't have to be on camera or anything. I just miss him. I miss the Nation Boy.
I mean, that would add to ticket sales. That would add to all of it, right? And I said this to Corey in. We talked about this earlier, private messaging. I think the only thing that makes me sad about bringing the legacy line in with this is, it's not like Cody can bring in Dustin. Because Dustin's still under contract for 5 more years where he is. So it's
he doesn't want to come back.
He has no desire to. So it's, you're talking about legacy that Cody can't add in his legacy, right? So it's kind of makes it a little one-sided. So I'll be interested to see how it all pans out.
Corey, who's on the phone?
I can't see it being Flair and all because the audience is too young to remember that history with Dusty and Rick. He said there's only one royal family. There's more than one royal family. I mean, there's only one other family. There's only one other family we highlight a lot in this business right now, and that's the Samoan dynasty.
Yep.
Who has beef with Cody from 2 years ago that always inserts itself? Dwayne.
Right.
I don't want it to be him. I wish that Ted DiBiase wasn't in trouble all the time, Junior.
Sure.
Because that would make total sense.
Right.
But it's the only person that makes sense, and he's filming Jumanji right now, so it's probably not going to be him. So I don't know, but it's probably in my mind it was The Rock. It's the only person.
I think 3 years. Why wouldn't he show up at some point?
Sure. Because he did whisper something and put something in his hand, all that good stuff, a year or two back now. And
we never got a blow off to it.
We never. Part of that is his fault. Part of that's The Rock's fault.
It's all his fault.
Mhm. Yeah, because I mean, he tried to sabotage Triple H in the writing last year, so that storyline was left undone. Serious Housen, who's on the phone?
Unfortunately, I think it is Dwayne. Or again, to Stacey's point, I would love it to be Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is another, big box reveal at Mania like we got for Elimination Chamber, you got to look
That's
at
all we're going nuts over.
Be right.
Take it off, though.
Look at all our names, but his.
Oh.
But if that's what they're doing, it has to be somebody big.
Yep.
And
It's
so
got to be a legacy.
Right.
Has
The only
to be
one
a
I
legacy.
Yep.
would be Dwayne. I'm not
Are there-
It's terrible. It's terrible. He's ruined his reputation with wrestling fans so much that we call him Dwayne now.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I mean, it is what it is. I look at it like this. Like, I think Plan A is to slot The Rock in, and then when that goes belly up, it might be his dad. It might be Bob Orton.
I mean, that's what that's what Senior just said.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, it could be his dad. It could be Rick. I would love it to be Ric Flair. I don't see it just because I don't know where the angle would come in with Cody. But like, it would come in with the legacy of the evolution, and all that.
Well, didn't but you know better than me, but didn't Rick have a big feud with Dusty back in the day?
Sure.
But see, so that's the angle I thought if they use
that you
that's
can
what
do
they're
that.
going with.
You can do that, and that's where you make it work.
Right.
One of the great NWA rivalries.
Yes.
That Dusty made Rick, and if you know your history, he put Rick over. Rick was young. His first title win was against Dusty Rhodes.
Yep.
So that could be the angle. I think a name that isn't really being talked about that could be a possibility. Paul Levesque. Could be Paul. Why not?
Why would he call Triple? Like, that would be such a.
He said he reminded me I'm a killer.
He reminded me I'm a killer.
Legacy.
It could be Triple H. It could be.
I'm not gonna hold you. If it's Triple H, I'm gonna be pissed all the way off.
Yeah, it could be, and a lot of people will be pissed off. But if you want heel heat with the internet wrestling community that is like Corey and pissed off at creative, and typically pissed off at Triple H,
I would love it.
Wouldn't it be?
If it was Triple H, I'm the opposite of serious. I would love it.
I think it would be brilliant, because now you bring him back on camera in that type of role, and like, hey, kind of like when that famous promo that Triple H had when he was talking to Seth, if you're not hated, you're not making money, that, you know what I mean? Like, that promo was so true, and it was like that pep talk, like, you should be happy. It should be. So we'll see. I think there's a little thread there that they can play with.
I read somewhere that there were people that were saying that could be Shane McMahon too, that's a way to bring him back into the industry, into the business.
Interesting.
Because if you're thinking legacy too, that's a solid possibility, because we've seen him on the peripheral lately, but not officially. That when you think of legacy, I mean, if you're not bringing the other McMahon back.
The one that gets me excited that I didn't think about was the one villain said Triple H, and it's very easy to do. I made you QB1 and you couldn't handle it, so I got to take it from you. It's very
and I mean, that would be groundwork they've been laying in all the Unreals is
exactly.
Hey, you're my QB1. I've been telling you things that you're not supposed to know, and Triple comes out and says you're not my QB1 anymore.
Yeah,
and that
I don't
makes
believe in you.
Randy a made man. And okay, what if it is Levesque? What if it's Levesque and Ric Flair? Let's circle back to the back in the day with
you can do both.
Batista. Let's go to the way back. That's a full circle moment right there.
I would actually, I wouldn't mind if it was Batista.
But he doesn't make sense because he's not a big fan. Like there's no family where he's not a.
But
he won't come back. But if it's Flair and Triple H, it takes you back to, and I don't remember the name of the group because that's
Evolution.
like
Evolution.
We broke up then. But that's 3 of the 4 right there.
But I think like it could be Batista in the fact like it's just a phone call, it's just a pep talk. He doesn't have to be back full time, but like, hey man, I was watching and I just noticed, and dude, you know who you are. You need to get that title, and then call it a day. You're done. That's it. You know what I mean?
I feel.
You look at my legacy.
Yeah, and I feel like they could go that way. I just feel like the fans are assuming because he said there's more than one royal family that it's got something to do with another big family in wrestling. But any angle can work if you go with, well, they called me and told me. You got a history too. You got family legacy too. So yeah, you can make it. Thinking about it that way, you can make anybody work.
Yeah. So we'll see. They, like I said, they laid a nice little breadcrumb that we could follow for the next couple of weeks until we get to WrestleMania and we can see what happens. So,
okay, Senior.
It could be. We'll see. I mean, Paul is like
your husband over there cooking.
I mean, he first of all he need to shave. He came out on Monday Night Raw. Speaking of Raw, looking a hot mess.
He's supposed to look like that,
and which was awesome. But I think he's a little preoccupied with the Beast incarnate that he brought out to exact revenge after he got the curb stomp, and Brock Lesnar went crazy, and then the lights went out. The green lights hit the ruler.
That's why you the host, though. That's why you the host.
And listen. Corey is one of those guys that doesn't watch NXT as much, and we're starting to get him into it a little bit, and didn't understand the
where
aura.
you at, bro?
Yeah, try to get in here, and didn't understand the aura. But when he came out, and I have to say, as I said this in the chat, Corey, you said it too. San Antonio was on fire. They made that show on Monday night. They were into it. They were into every match. They were really on fire. So they came out with a new element of when the music stopped, they still said, Oba, Oba, that like, wow. I got goosebumps, like rock style, like you know, like when he, like literally, like my wife was laying on the couch, like kind of half asleep, and Avery's sitting next to me. Avery wants to talk to you, Stacey, and she's like, you know, I'm like, oh, here comes Brock, because everybody knows I'm not really digging Brock as much. I've said it on this show, whatever, and he does this thing and F5 and everybody, and then the lights go out, and then Oba comes out. I jumped out of my seat. I'm like, oh, God! You know what I mean? Like going nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like back in the day when the glass broke and Stone Cold came out. So like that whole segment made, and then, you know, Corey brought up a great point, and I want you to bring it up, Corey, how they played that whole segment out with Oba, you know, the fall from grace and Brock on his back and pointed to the sign. Corey, I'll let you get in first. Talk to me about this segment. We finally got the match that we've been clamoring for, Brock versus Oba, WrestleMania.
Yeah, I thought I had it. I thought Seth, when he came out there and it was him and Seth, which I figured it was going to be. The Oba coming out legitimately shocked me. I thought for sure we was getting Seth and Brock. And I'm happy as Oba, but I'm scared at the same time because I'm just hoping he pushed the kid over. But one thing I haven't seen a lot on the internet we got to do is we got to give Brock his flowers. I know personally the stuff he's done, you know, all that other stuff, that's but his character in the wrestling ring, when that man sees somebody that he believes in and that he wants to work with and that he knows can be the next big thing, he does everything he can to put the talent over.
He does business.
Nobody has ever done the Brock Lesnar what that kid did Monday. Not even Goldberg.
Right?
Yeah. Goldberg didn't do it. Big Show didn't do it. Undertaker didn't do it.
Nope.
And he let him do it. And then while he's on the ground, he's directing the kid. Hey, step on me, point to the sign. The same thing he did for Drew with the title a couple years ago. So like Oba is the next big thing, and that's how you make somebody. Oba's made now. Doesn't matter what happens from here. That 60 seconds made that kid. That kid is now a superstar. So hopefully they don't fumble him. And I don't think I from what Brock's done his whole career, Brock's gonna put the kid over.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Even if he doesn't win the match, Brock could win the match, right? But he can still put him over, just like Austin lost the match against Bret Hart, but Bret put him over. Bret got the win, but he put Stone Cold Steve Austin over at WrestleMania, which is still to me the greatest WrestleMania match ever done.
I think
it's one of the greatest matches ever done.
I think if Brock loses, he still puts Oba's super over. I think anyway you splice.
Hold on, no, serious. There's a way Brock can, and this goes into a whole nother talent that we not going to talk about probably, or we might. This goes into Gunther.
Yes.
Brock can win the match so that Oba can retire him. Because the whole Gunther retiring people crap is right now is in flux because of what they wanted to do at Mania. So now they've screwed Gunther with his character because now certain talent can't show up. So you now have the opportunity for this to be Brock and Oba all the way to SummerSlam. And nobody will bat an eye about it.
It's believable.
That's the match we needed.
Yeah.
It's believable. I just, again, as we sit here on the 18th, we have no idea what the new Legend Killer is doing. Because
I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't care because Oba Brock is as big as Punk Roman in my mind. Because of the way they put this together in one segment, it's almost as big as that match. So, I mean, go ahead, serious. Go ahead. What did you think about the segment?
I thought it was a very good segment. I mean, I was texting you guys back and forth in the thread and whatnot, and I thought that I was going to once again come on this show and have to, hear Corey say, I told you so.
I mean, 6 out of 7 ain't bad.
And honestly, the swerve is what we needed. I was in the middle of, I was producing your Knicks show, and I started screaming. I started screaming. Like, luckily I was on camera. I was in the back. I started screaming. I woke my son up. It was awesome, man. This is what we wanted. This is where we wanted them to go. Now if I can get the Usos and the Vision, out the way, I think honestly, I think Steph's gonna cause the Vision setting up,
which is stop it, serious. You're wrong. The tag team championship match is gonna happen again at Mania.
I don't want it.
I know you don't, but this was gonna happen.
I just think there's bigger fish to fry. But to the segment at hand, I just felt that it was very well done. The way that Seth, and those three kind of interacted in the ring, the dishevelness of Paul Heyman, like all of it worked for me. All of it worked. Matter of fact, I'd much rather have watched that than the promo with CM Punk and Roman at the end.
Agreed.
That was so well put together.
Fact.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Stacey, like, what did you think about what we got over Brock?
I mean, that was the moment of the night. That to me superseded everything else. Like, the two most important things that have happened this week were the Randy turn and Oba Brock. Like, to me, those were the best. I think that I love the whole segment. It was well done. And I love the social media response. Immediately, Kofi puts out, avenged us.
Yeah.
I mean, when Oba came out, I had to laugh because I too serious. We started screaming. And my boys and I are walking around the house like this, like watching the TV. Just we couldn't get enough. Like I had chills just talking about it. Like to me, it was a bigger moment for me than even SmackDown Randy Cody. Like because
and it's got a lot of views. It got more. I think it got
huge, more views. And the reality is, he deserves this. Like we know he's this good, right? And the fact that and I love that you said that, Corey, because I'm not a Brock fan. I've never been a Brock fan since the way back ever. But he does deserve these flowers because we never expected him to do this. So to see him do that and to do it very tastefully, like it was so he sold it. He did it. The whole thing was just great. Like it was cinema. And then, Seth put out something yesterday where Seth's standing in front of it like this, like, So I wonder if Seth is going to be involved in it at some point, if we're going to get some sort of a Seth Oba connection, because Seth is selling it too on socials. But it was an exciting, and to see it on Raw, it should have been the end of the day. It should have been the end of the night. Because at that point I was like, okay, I can go to bed. It was worth it. It was amazing. I could watch it over and over again. It really was a win for the good guys. Like it really was earth-shattering in a great way.
Because you didn't see it coming, and that's what I liked about it. Corey, I want to come to you in a second, but because you thought to your point, Corey, you thought you were getting Seth and Brock at that point, because FA, and then F5, and you thought, okay, this is what they're setting up. And then it was just out of nowhere. Like everybody's reaction was the same. Like, oh my God. And Michael Cole put it over too, having the expletive, but like really putting over Brock and Oba and putting over that this has never happened to Brock and all that good stuff. So that's why I would think it was so well done. And that's why I get so pissed off when people want to be critical of Triple H, because it's like he still knows what he's doing. And like in general, like I know you, Corey, I'm gonna come to you in a second, but like everybody's like, oh, Corey, you said it too. Like we got no matches announced for Mania, and now we've got a plethora of matches for Mania, kind of pretty much laid out. I think we're doing fine. I think everything's
Some
just
reaction. Fine. That could be the moment of the year, y'all.
Could be.
It really could end up being the moment of the year because of the sheer volume of response. It could be moment of the year.
Over the reveal that Seth was the masked man at the chamber?
Yeah, I think it's bigger than that.
No shock.
Because that was no shock. We all kind of knew it was. We kind of knew it was Seth. But like, go ahead, Corey. I'll let you go.
First of all, Stacey, I love you, but it can't top. It won't top Randy. That crowd went nuts. So now we know that Seth is not dealing with Brock.
Right. Yeah, he's legit.
Has anybody? I got a feeling that even if they're not cleared, I got a feeling they're gonna sneak Braun Breaker back in here somehow. Even if they're not cleared, not a match or something, or if Braun Breaker somehow, because I did hear a doctor say, he could be ready right before Mania. So even if he gets cleared right before Mania and you don't announce something, you can put them two together and say, you know what, neither one of y'all are cleared. I can't sanction this, and have a non-sanctioned match at Mania. I got a feeling we're going to see Seth versus Braun still, because they didn't.
Yeah, maybe.
Seth's not.
You can't do that with no hype. I don't think that's a money match without hype. I don't think
you need to with those two, but the history speaks for itself, though. Like Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker can sell it themselves because we know.
But I honestly feel like that's a post-Mania. That's how you kick off a Raw post-Mania.
I don't know, because you're not using them to sell tickets. The tickets are sold. You got the two main events. You got Oba and Brock now. You got Rhea and Jade. You got Liv. And
but Steph. you could sell a Saturday Night Main Event with that. You can sell another PLE with that match.
You can build
that for SummerSlam. You can
put it in SummerSlam, but you can. I mean, you could drip it now.
Yeah, you can do something at Mania, even if it's like, oh, they attacked him backstage or something like that, where it's not a match. You can do. I got a feeling somehow Braun Breaker will get involved with something with Seth.
Okay. I think so.
Or we need to be done with the Vision, because the Vision now is just nothing.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
Heyman is like,
Seth said on Monday he's destroying the Vision. That he said it clear as day on Monday.
But I think because they're trying to give us back, they're trying to bring more heat to it. That I mean, Corey, to your point, that could have been a prelim to say that at some point we are going to get Braun back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
that
but I
mean, been the foreshadow.
That further proves why I really feel as though if the Vision is going to be destroyed, Seth is going to be an integral part in destroying it. Therefore, the match that I want, Seth Logan,
you ain't getting it. You ain't getting
can
it.
pop up.
Paul Heyman made it clear Monday. Y'all need titles. Seth has no.
Yeah, they're going. Yeah. We all knew that was the drip we got last week, and that's where we're going.
They're going after the titles.
I don't know how LA Knight fits.
Seth is gonna cost them the titles next week, and it's gonna set it up for Mania. They're gonna complain. Yeah. They're gonna get their rematch, and it's gonna be a Mania. You're not gonna this close to Mania have the Usos jump in with somebody other than the Vision. It's not happening.
Right.
Yeah, because nothing else is set
there is nobody else.
There is nobody else.
There's nobody else.
And I can tell you this, Sirius. I can tell you this, and we'll revisit it right after Mania. The end of night 2 will be the Usos and Roman all standing in the middle of the ring with titles. The Usos can't come to the ring with titles if they ain't defend them, because that just looks stupid.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So the end of the night, the bloodline will be standing tall with all their gold.
Yeah, because Roman said, I'm gonna get my apology at Mania. Like, he ain't gonna get it last night. I'm gonna get my apology at Mania. So I mean, that's what we're setting up.
They already announced.
So they pretty much announced that Cody Randy's night 1, Roman Punk is night 2, and I think that's the way it should be. In with Roman and Punk, you got another promo. And we said it last week. In we alluded to it. Nobody is booing your tribal chief.
No,
it doesn't matter what they do.
CM Punk either.
No, but I think you're starting to see the cracks now, because the way that they're putting this together. At first, it was I picked you because I hate you, but now it's that Roman. CM Punk is beneath Roman, and it's very apparent, and it's like you kind of got that hint of like you having this title is an embarrassment. That's above your pay grade. No, you're beneath me. Everything you try to say, oh, who's the real tribal chief, and all that stuff, which was hilarious. You're beneath me. Like, you're wasting my time. I'm gonna come and get my title because you're not built for this. And the jabs that Punk was doing to try to get under his skin don't work, because that would have worked 10 years ago when John Cena was getting under his skin. Like, it's a promo. Yeah, this is how you do it. That's not the Roman Reigns anymore. Like, this is when he said, I've done everything under the sun in this business, he meant it. Like, I've done everything in this business, dude. You're beneath me. So I think you said it, Corey. You weren't feeling the segment too much. I loved it. I loved it because it just showed how they're setting this up, and really, and in the video afterwards when cameras went off,
that was better than the segment.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask you. That's what I wanted to ask you guys. But I mean, Stacey, what did you think about the Punk Roman interaction we got on Monday Night Raw to close the show?
Corey should probably go first, because I mean, I agree with him. I think of the ones we've had, this one was the least of all of them. I think it's hard to come from the first one because it was so dynamic and incredible and everything we needed it to be. I mean, I think they're building it really nice. I agree that the post conversation was great. I think that I would be happier if now until Mania they're not on the same show. Let's let them go back and forth. I don't need much more direct
interaction
in the ring interaction. I think that we've had that a lot. And I would be better suited than at this point just to not have him back in the ring again.
I think they got to get in the ring a couple more times, simply because you can't have the hypomania and them not clash. I do think I wasn't feeling the segment, and what threw me off was the fact that the thing that got Punk to snap was "you're old." I understand we had the conversation, but we had the conversation of what Roman shouldn't say, and he shouldn't stoop to a certain level, and I can agree with that. I just wish
to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, I just wish that the insult was worse than "you're old," because damn, Roman.
And the thing, that's the thing that made me give Roman the side eye. Like, he talked about your dead ancestor. He did that in the third, and Roman's like, "Yo, you're old." What what? That's that is the equivalent of a kid when we was playing kids playing "I'm rubber, you're glue." That's what that felt like to me. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't disagree with you more, because that line, even though I think the Ask Your Wife line was stronger, it was better. The "you're old" really digs at Punk's ego.
Yeah,
that's what he was chipping away at, because everything about Punk is like he's the best in the world and he's the best to do it. It's like, nah, dude, you shouldn't have this belt. This is above your pay grade. You don't deserve to be here, and you're past it. Like, I'm now. You're like, it just chips at his ego.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question.
That bothered him.
If that particular comment took a jab at his ego, how is CM Punk asking who the Royal Tribal Chief is not?
Not jabbing at Roman's ego.
That doesn't affect that. Yeah, that doesn't affect
Punk says it when that's something that's been said to Roman now for years. Who cares?
For 5-6 years.
Like, that's not new. That's not a new revelation. That's the usual.
I tell you what,
you're main event Jey Uso. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they've been saying that. That's why he's like, don't waste my time with this shit, because I've heard this before, dude.
But that's
and
why
I think the flex, it's in what he said, Corey, was the flex. That, yeah, I'm a part-timer. That's what the big dogs do. Ask your wife, because if you line it up together, how many appearances have his Roman Reigns made this year? 3. How many appearances has AJ Lee made this year? 3.
Right.
Do the math, right? That chips at his ego. Your wife is more big time than you because you're old. He's chipping at his ego. That's what he's doing. And like, you cannot box with God. Because that's the line that CM Punk said to The Rock years ago before Royal Rumble. Your arms are too short to box with God. Okay, now your arms are too short to box with me. I'm that dude. Nothing you can say, because you're just recycling stuff. You got no new material because you're old. You got nothing for me. Nothing. I'm telling you, it's good. I want the match to be like when Roman Reigns beat the hell out of Jimmy Uso. I'm gonna hurt this man. I want you to like when he's in the ring during COVID. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna hurt this guy. You know, you don't belong here with me. That's what I want him to do in the match. I want him to dog walk him.
That's not gonna happen.
We haven't talked about
I just wanted to. I wanted to.
But I do think.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I do think that the one thing they did Monday that works for me, that I want to see him build on, is basically what Roman said after the show. He can take it. I mean, he can dish it, but he can't take it.
Right.
All Punk has said every week is, "I'm in your head," and Roman said, "Okay, who's in whose head now?" Now it's a mind game. Now it's a mind game thing, and now you're in Punk's mind, and I want to see them build off of that.
Yeah. Like, oh, this is my show. You don't leave until I tell you to leave because it's my show. Why is it your show?
Well, I think the other thing is, you know, Roman did the whole thing where he talked about his family, right? I'm part-time because I can take care of my family, and I can. And that was, to me, a dig to Punk too, because Punk can't. Punk's here every single week, and he's the fullest of a full timer.
Yeah, and he's got to be
because he's got to be because he's old. Where Roman's like, I'm bigger than you ever have been or ever will be, and I could be part-time and be with my family. What choice do you have? And that was kind of, to me, like that was another layer of the entire thing that Roman's like, yeah, I'm not going to sacrifice my wife and kids. I'm going to be here and I'm going to be present, unlike the other.
Yeah, because it's like that promo. Remember that promo series when Roman was talking about Seth? He's like, yeah, I work 10 times less than you. And I
get
make
paid more
10 times as much. Yeah, 10 times more than you. You know, like that's the tribal team. That's what I love.
Boy, that line stung Seth too.
That hurt his soul. And then all you gotta say is like, yeah, because your wife's a bigger star than you are. You can say that to Seth, and you can say it to Punk. And they got their egos. That's what I love about it.
I do feel like though, storyline wise and real life wise, I do feel like Punk couldn't get offended by that line because he didn't diss AJ. And if you get offended, now you gotta go home and you gotta deal with AJ. Like, oh, so you gotta
if you get offended, that's on you. That's not on him because he didn't say anything like your wife makes more. He
picked her up.
Relationship.
Your wife made a better deal than you did.
Yeah, exactly. You had to make that deal because you missed all this time being a part-timer and working at AEW. Now you got to make your bread back. You know, that's why he said
you made your penance. Now you have to kiss the ring. You have to come back full time because you ran your mouth. Now you're going to put in the work.
Then I let you come back. They asked me if it was okay to let you come back, and you couldn't headline a tour in Europe. That's what
I'm saying.
I do think though, and I told Stacey this. I definitely think you tripping, Bitter. I do think that the rest of this build to Mania, them two have to step it up back to the first and second week because Cody and Randy are coming.
Yes,
Cody and Randy,
absolutely.
Yeah, Cody and Randy, they know they're Saturday night. They know they're the first main event, but they want to steal the weekend and they want to hit you with the follow this. So you have
absolutely
the build has to be top notch. It has to be everything we want it to be because if not, Cody and Randy don't have to do much now.
No, they don't.
After Friday, they don't have to do much. So you got to step it up.
I said it to you, Corey. Like I was like really gun ho on a fatal four way. I don't need a fatal four way anymore. Those two alone are fine. Yeah, I think those two are fine. So I totally agree with you. Like I think that like I can see between the lines, and I see what Roman's trying to do and Punk is what they're trying to accomplish in the ring together. And I like the magic that they're working together. But Friday night was pure cinema. So you follow that with this, it doesn't look bad. And then like the last couple of weeks before that, even the Usos with Punk was pretty damn good. And this one looks like it was the lowest of all the segments.
Yes,
but I still liked it. I still liked what they're doing because it's personal with Roman, and it's like, dude, I thought I'm getting like the best on the mic. You got nothing for me, Phil. When you step up your game, Phil, call me. Don't waste my time. Like that, like
put better back
it's like he's not calling him Phil because he's trying to blur the lines. He's calling him Phil because it's like, dude, you're not CM Punk. You're just some old guy named Phil that can't get it done and doesn't belong here. That's serious, what he's doing.
Put that comment back up there, serious.
Yeah, go
ahead. Better. We not claiming he's broke. We know he's not broke. We know he's not stupid with his money. What we saying is you can't come back after that 10 years of talking all that trash and be a part-timer. Talk too much.
Yeah.
Right.
You put yourself in a position with your mouth that wifey can be a part-timer, but you got to work your ass off. That's what we saying. And you know what? It is bias over here because everybody over here repping the tribal chief. All right, it's a little bias over here. We understand. But you
and don't get me wrong, I love CM Punk.
Yeah, I love Punk.
Yeah, it's not like I'm hating on Punk, but like I prefer the tribal chief. I'm not gonna boo my tribal
chief. Working, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of him right now.
Punk versus anybody other than Roman. I would be like, yo, let's go. But it's Roman.
It's Roman. It's the tribal chief.
Roman.
But listen, it's not biased. I think the way that they're building this match, they're really positioning Punk to be the heel without turning. Like they don't need to turn on in this match. But to like I said, Punk is getting cheap reactions. Like he's getting cheered, but he's like, "Isn't it great to be in San Antonio on a Monday night?" Cheap,
But that's what he
cheap
always does.
pop.
That's the stick.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's like,
cheap
but it's
pop.
like,
And then
That's
but it's
not
like,
and they're only
every-
singing along with this song because it's a popular song. You know
I
what I
like that
mean?
song.
It
That
is.
song is
I love the
amazing.
song. Don't get me wrong; it's a great song, but that's the pop that he's getting. Roman gets the pop off of his song too, but then once he gets in the ring. They serenade him. Roman Reigns, Roman, and then they say, "Oh, TC." Like he's not, he's working the crowd to get that next
The
pop.
problem is
But like,
Punk is spending too much time trying to get the crowd to turn on Roman. And
it's not gonna work.
By now he's got to realize it's not gonna work. Punk's got to understand going into Mania at best, the best he can hope for is a 50-50 crowd, and I don't think he's gonna get that.
Yeah.
Nah.
But like you said though, we got our turn with Randy. You don't have to turn Punk. Punk can be Punk can do old CM Punk stuff in the lead up, but the crowd's not gonna turn on him. But like I said, the best he can hope for at Mania is 50-50, and I don't think he gets 50-50 crowd.
No, because like look at the Rock Hogan. You didn't get 50-50 there. They made their choice, and then we had to work with it, and they worked.
Hey, but speaking of crowds though, who you think the crowd's going for in the other main event?
Cody.
You out your damn mind. They gonna cheer the hell out of Randy, just like they did Friday.
They cheered Randy when he beat the hell out of him.
He beat that man with a steel chair on the steps, and they've lost their minds cheering.
Yeah, the only ones that weren't cheering were the little kids that were crying because they love Randy. They just bought his shirt. You know what I mean?
Make the money though. They're not spending the money. People are going to buy tickets to see Randy Orton as a heel at Mania. They're going to want to see him hand it to Cody.
Exactly.
Yeah, they want him to get the belt.
They gonna cheer.
The better question isn't like who's gonna get cheered. The better question is who's walking out of there with the belt.
Randy.
Do we want to do that right now?
Well, no, but I'm just saying rhetorically
right now. I have thoughts. I have thoughts, and Travis. I think Travis echoed my thoughts on one of his posts on his page. So I'm gonna check with him. But yeah, I got thoughts on who's gonna win, and we're not gonna be happy about it.
Yeah, I know. But listen, that's what's going to be fun about it. I think the card's starting to take. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Stairs. I'm sorry.
I tell you guys now, I think Cody wins it.
So do I.
We'll see. I think it's interesting. I want Randy to win it, but we'll see what happens. But I think right now we're starting to the card's starting to take shape. I don't know who's going to be which night. I think Oba Brock probably should be night 1.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be the opener?
I think that should be the co-main.
No, I think they'll have the women's title match be the opener. I don't think you can put that in the middle of the card. You can't do that to them. So
here's what I'm gonna say, and I said this in the chat. This time last year, the bulk of our conversation, all of 2025, was on the women. Almost all of it. And right now, the women's division is not cutting it. We are not excited. We are not about it. We are not like, ooh, I can't wait to see, blah, 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 blah. We don't care.
I don't watch.
We're
I don't
not
watch
in a good
much,
place.
but I don't watch. I'm sorry. I don't watch NXT much, but I do. I have seen a lot of the women, and the NXT women are killing the main roster women right now.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think you got a lot of injuries on the main roster that has kind of pushed people. No, well, hold on. That has put people in a spot that they probably normally wouldn't be in. As far as like, look at who you're missing. You're missing some top dogs, but to that point, Liv and Stephanie should be able to carry it. Jade and Rhea is a dream match, but they've neutered that. I feel like they've neutered it. I feel like they've cut it down.
It's not a dream match.
It is a dream match on paper. You have two powerhouses that are going up against each other.
It's only a powerhouse if people are invested in both people. And if
No,
you
I
watch
think
socials, hold on, let me
talent.
finish. Hold on, let me finish. I was just watching. Even Jay put something this week. She was like, I thought my dream match was going to be Charlotte, and here I am with Rhea. The thing is, the reality is nobody cares about Jade. Nobody. It's not like we're like, oh my God, I hate her so much. People are like, why does she had this match on Friday night and it wasn't even a title match, right? Like she's defended her title one time. It's the same thing. What?
She was looking people's faces.
Yeah. Like, come on. We don't care. We have both women's SmackDown titles that nobody cares about. Nobody. And that's the core problem with the women's division right now. It is not that we have so many people hurt because Naomi was on Raw. We have Bianca on Raw. Those are the two people we loved this time last year, right? But they were on the red brand.
No, Bianca was on SmackDown.
We have too many people wrapped up in the tags that now nobody cares about again. And the reality is we don't care about the women's division like we did this time last year because of the people who are holding the titles. Becky was carrying us coming into 2026, literally carrying the entire women's division. And we don't care. So it is not about anything other than the reality is we don't care about the women that are holding titles. So we're not invested in the matches we see coming into Mania.
Yeah, Corey.
Well, that was on the women. I got one more thing on.
No, I thought you were going to say something on the women. Go ahead.
No, I got nothing. Well, I ain't got nothing else on the women. I think the problem is like you said, Becky was carrying us. I think the problem is they put the title on AJ, and we've all seen that AJ ain't got it no more. I love her as a character. I love her what she used to do, but right now AJ don't have it no more.
Nope.
That's just the reality.
So here's my issue with that. And again, I posted a video yesterday about the same thing. We're about to get AJ Lee, Becky Lynch at Mania. Mm-hmm. We're about to get Natty and Maxine. Can we add a stipulation now? Because this is going to be the third time that Becky Lynch and AJ Got have gone at it.
Yeah, Jessica Carr can get fired if Becky lose. Something crazy like that.
Please,
it's gotta involve Jessica Carr.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. And then we can get her out of the referee outfit into the ring.
Into the ring, yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm here for that. But like, I honestly think we're gonna get Julia Tiffany. I don't think anybody really cares.
Nobody cares.
I would rather have Tiffany. I would rather have Tiffany Kiana than Tiffany Julia. Julia is not it. She's not cutting the mustard, bro. I'm sorry. She's just not. She's not. So I think from that perspective, yeah, I think the men have carried it. I think, thank God, because they were kind of lazy last year. Not lazy, but like they just weren't really carrying us as much as the women were compelling. So, and I disagree. I think Jade and Rhea is a dream match on paper. But I think the way that it's kind of put together, but the way it's being promoted. What's that?
I don't read my wrestling matches. I watch them.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I watch them. And Jade is not selling in the same way that Julia doesn't sell.
You're saying the same thing I'm saying. That's what I mean. Yeah. Like on paper, it's a dream match because these are two women that you wouldn't think would cross paths. They're going to cross paths at Mania for the title. It just ain't hitting right now. It's just not. And I don't think it's Rhea's fault because Rhea's doing the best she can. I think they really just kind of said, chill out. I think they need to let him take the gloves off.
If I'm Rhea,
I don't agree with that.
If I'm Rhea, I'll get her ass in the ring and I'm gonna blow her up.
I would rip her to shreds just to put an end to it.
No, but I mean, like the promos. Like I thought we had the best promo for that match on Twitter.
Yeah, but like you said, they cut their legs off in the back.
They cut their legs off. That's why I feel like, dude, take the gloves off
because Jade can't.
Nobody cares.
Jade can't hang. Jade can't hang with Rhea, and that's so they had to. That's not gonna be fair.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Nobody
So I hope,
cared.
and I feel like Stephanie gets a bad rap. I think she can go with anybody. She's awesome. I'm really
Y'all are
I'm
gonna
still
hate me
gonna
for
look
this.
forward to this match.
Y'all are gonna hate me for this. I think the match is gonna be meh, and
I agree.
I think it's gonna be because of Liv.
I agree.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
I love Liv. I love Liv as a character. I love everything Liv does until the bell rings. I'm not a fan of Liv in the ring.
Okay. All right.
I love everything about. She can carry the title for all I care because everything she does before the match, I love.
She'll sell
But
it.
eventually, it's the same thing. Like to me, it's the same thing with Jade. Eventually, the bell has to ring. Now, Liv is 100 times better in the ring than Jade. She's 100 times better than Jade, but she's not. When it comes to wrestling, she cannot hang with Stephanie if Stephanie wants to take her there.
I don't know a lot of people that can, but I think they could. I think they can cook together. I'm gonna give it a chance. I think they can cook.
Oh, I'm giving it a chance. Yeah, definitely give it a chance.
So we'll see. But yeah, listen, we came off a really good Raw. I mean, NXT was pretty solid. I love what they're doing with Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. My girl Ren Sinclair got the speed title.
Yes.
I love that. I don't know if you guys caught it, Corey. I don't know if you watched NXT a little bit, but the triple threat match, JC Jane is so good. God, I love her. Zarya looks good as a heel. Just JC Jane won. She kept the belt. But Zarya is really good as a heel. I'm really liking that. And so Ruka is just
she's awesome.
She's amazing. So I know they got to keep her down there probably to sell some NXT tickets, but I can't wait for her to get on the main roster. Oh, she can do it. She can do it everything.
We need women on SmackDown. We need
women
on SmackDown so bad.
Because now we got our president Chelsea Green is hurt. We got Jordan Grace is hurt. Unfortunate injury that happened with her. So we're just listen. Hold on. Pause. The little segment with Tiffany Stratton when she came out and then
shoved her so good
and pushed her out.
Did you see what Matt said afterwards?
Yeah, he put the Joe McCain up.
Yeah.
So good.
But this is what I mean. This is why I love Stacey so much because, like you say it all the time. Give me 30 seconds, and she got 5 seconds, barely.
5 seconds,
and made me laugh. That's why I love Chelsea Green, man. When she is all better, I hope she probably is better right now. She's just milking it in the wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like just because she can. But when she gets back to work,
more presence than anybody on SmackDown right now, even in a wheelchair.
Absolutely. So I'm digging that. So and I'm liking what I'm seeing with listen, the Bellas.
Really, we're gonna get the Bellas with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. That's gonna be Mania. Like really?
No, I don't know. We'll get a three-way match.
Mania. I don't want it to be. That's what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a three-way match with all of them, and it's just. I mean,
it's
the
terrible.
Fact that I hated the fact how they interjected themselves in the match. Like you shouldn't have been out there. You have no claim to the tag team title match. You're just out there to be out there, just to get into the storyline.
Also, can we talk about the fact
that thing was hilarious? Clones.
Let's talk about the fact that the Bellas were in their hometown and they still couldn't get the cheer from one of the best crowds Raw's had in months, and they still couldn't get the rub. Like the crowd was like, "Yay!" Like it was. The Bellas are not it.
No, they're not it. But everybody, not Corey.
You should call them old. God dang it.
Yeah, Steve will yell at me for it. But listen. All in all, I think we had a good week of SmackDown and Raw heading into Mania. And like I said, NXT was solid too. That triple threat was really good. So we'll see what happens. Great show, Housen.
I ain't done yet. Hold on. Before we get up out of here, first of all, they Raw did mess up one thing. How the hell
What's
you
that?
in Texas? How you in Texas and you don't have Steve Austin there on 316 day in Texas?
I think he said his schedule, he couldn't make it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He said they never called him. I heard a whole interview on Busted Open. He said they never called him.
What?
They did not call him. He never got the phone call.
Interesting.
But
Housing doing Stone Cold housing stuff.
This is
That was- yeah.
that's what they missed.
Cold
Exactly.
Steve
They could have had Stone Cold in there with Danhausen, and that's your segment, and the place would y'all would have went crazy.
Oh, nuts.
Yep. That would have
But-
gone nuts.
Forget all that.
I just
wanna
cursed
say-
your ass.
I wanna say one thing to end the show, and I don't want no response. I want y'all to think about it. I want y'all to be open-minded. I want y'all to think about it till next week. The door is now open for Cody to turn. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I love you, Corey.
He gone.
I
Hold on.
swear to God, Aaron Simmons, you need to
Go
show
on,
me
bring
this
it back.
because I'm gonna
Go
throw
on,
you
bring
out.
it back. Go on, bring it back. It's open because what did the crowd do when Randy whooped his ass?
They cheered.
They cheered. They cheered
course,
this
of
man
course,
getting
of course.
beat down. They cheered him getting beat down. And now you have this story right there. Y'all turned on me, just like Randy did. So screw all y'all. You get his wife involved. You go to SummerSlam. You can let him stay. You can let him stay face for the rest of the summer or all the way up through the summer. And you let that man turn on somebody. It can't be Randy because Randy already did it. But you let that man turn on somebody. The story's
And it would
right
have
there.
to- it would
Don't
have
say
to be-
nothing. Don't say nothing serious.
It would
Let it go.
to make it believable. You ain't gonna just drop that and have me not respond. To make it believable, it would have to be Jay. To make it believable, he would have to turn on Jay.
He could turn on any baby face he wants. It
I
don't
don't
have to
know.
be a
Yeah,
specific
I don't know. I don't know who it would be. I don't know who he
It would have to be
would
Jay.
Okay, can
That's
we
his-
just
that's
talk
his
about
name.
the fact that y'all, we
Yeah,
have never
Kevin.
found out
Kevin Owens.
who hurt Jacob for 2. We don't know who hurt Jay. That is going to come up at some point. And I still
Nobody
believe
cares.
it was Cody.
It was.
It wasn't Cody. He said
It
it.
was Cody.
Jacob said it was Drew McIntyre.
And
No,
Drew
he
said it
didn't.
wasn't.
Yes, he did.
He said he didn't
He-
know who it was.
He said it. Yeah, he said he didn't see him.
He said I didn't see him, but I think
When
it's
did he
true
say
because
that?
of the way he's acting.
When he
It was
first came
a
back.
week ago.
When he first
No,
came back.
well,
That was when Drew came out and said, "I'm a lot of things,
week-
but I'm not a liar, and I
a
did
week.
not do it."
That's old. A week or two ago, he said Drew McIntyre busted my teeth out and made me miss the
Hey, villain.
the Rumble. He said that.
You see that? You see
said
the
it.
Yeah, but he's going off assumption, sort of like I did when I said Randy was assuming that it was Cody's fault. That's assumption. He never said he's seen him, but
That's right.
I want you to look at my name right there because when it happens, he'll be back. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean,
All
mine's
right,
gonna say,
fine.
"Mrs.
Well-
told you so."
Thank
There
you.
it is.
Who's this Mrs. Told You So?
You heard her.
She don't know anything. Oh please!
No
Are you
more than
leaving
you
me
know.
for this? I told you so.
Just
Clown?
because you talk louder doesn't mean you know more.
Oh wow. Wow.
If I could get to this button,
I was about to say he can't find the button.
get to the button fast enough. Now listen. We'll ponder on this and think about it for next week. I'm sure we'll have fun talking about that. But I'm starting to get excited for Mania season. And I hope everybody else out there is too. Thank you everybody for rocking with us tonight. Fun show. Talking about all kinds of theories and plot twists and all that good stuff. And cursing your ass, how is it? All right. But that's it. That's all we got for one night. Mr. I Told You So, Mr. Controversy himself, Corey, thank you so much for coming in. Get us out of here, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, every Wednesday we here at 9:00. I'm gonna be right probably all the time. We got those Total Sports Show Tuesday nights, right? Tuesday at 9. Make sure y'all check that
whenever you
out.
pop in.
Yeah, make sure y'all check that out. But look though. Big announcement. We got a 49er show coming. I know I got some fans out there, 49 fans. We got a show coming starting March 30th, all right? So check us out. It'll be March 30th at 9 p.m. Y'all will see it popping up on social soon. I'll see y'all next week.
All right, Mr. I Told You So, Corey, thank you so much. Love having him on the show. Love it. The queen herself, the drinking the Kool-Aid house. Get us out of here, my queen.
I think next week we just need to start playing Logan Paul's Stay humble when we bring Corey in and out because it's applicable. Stay humble. You know what? See us on all socials, y'all. We are here. We are up and running all the time, 24/7. You can stream us at your convenience on Spotify and YouTube. See you again next Wednesday, and put it on your calendar ahead of time, y'all. We're going live after Mania Night 1 and Night 2. Get it on your calendar now. You need to make sure you get your energy drinks and your coffee because we're going to go hard. It's going to be a great night, 2 nights, both nights. See the show, like the show, share the show. Love y'all.
Yes. And then, Stacey does have announcement that she's going to probably make very soon, where she's guest starring on another podcast, getting herself out there. So I'll let her announce that when she is ready to. I'm not sure when she's doing that, but that's a big thing for her. Sirius and I will obviously, we do our thing on Tuesday nights, but we're going to be doing another podcast pretty soon, linking up with the stuff about sports, guys. So, we're spreading our wings, getting ourselves acclimated into the podcast universe. So we got big things on the way. Serious housing. Get us out of here, my bro.
Man, it's your boy Serious repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and pleasure being back in the button with you gentlemen and Miss Stacey on tonight, man. As they already alluded to, man, next Monday, I'm going to try my best to keep myself together to do a rocket show, man. The guys are chomping at the bit to do a rocket show. This team is driving me absolutely insane. Then back at it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with Total Sports and Backstage Business. Thanks for all our friends for kicking it with us, man. My friends over at Nonsense and Thoughts, Play It Up Against Sports. My friend over at the Play Book Podcast. I gotta make sure I say that right. Play Book Podcast. As I always say, man, this table's big enough for everybody. Just get in when you fit in. Yeah, I mean. But I always close out my shows like this. God is good, even though sometimes people are not, man. Catch you guys on next one. Peace.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait for that. The Rockets, Launchpad. I know they're gonna have something to talk about. It's getting crazy down there, and I can't wait for Corey's show too. 49er show, long time coming. So like I said, we got shows. We're doing a lot of big stuff. Thank you everybody that rocked with us on the Knicks, Orange, and Blue Skies podcast. Me and Joe T. Anthony, we missed you, but we'll get back at it when he comes back. We got the shows on Tuesday, Total Sports. We got Wednesdays, Backstage Business, and all points in between. We're definitely doing that WrestleMania live reaction night 1 and night 2. I'll probably have to take the whole week off after that. It's gonna be crazy, but listen. The crowd is filed out. They're headed to their cars, headed to the exit. We broke down the ring, packing it up, getting it into the trucks with the Danhausen picture on the side, and we're going on to the next city. So I appreciate everybody rocking with us. We'll see you next week. Until then, be safe. Peace.